to the deepest secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down, see me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you. All right, now listen, before we get too far in this video, you know exactly what you need to do. Make sure you drop a like and let's get this video to at least 1,000 likes. Now definitely push the video to the recommended, and furthermore, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. I'm by far the hardest working YouTuber in 2K community, and hopefully you can appreciate the 9 a.m. and the 5 a.m., 5 p.m. daily uploads, and you can show that appreciation by dropping a like and subscribing, right? Now, let's get straight into this video. So today what we're going to talk about is the one, the only Karl Anthony Towns. We talked about how we can make Anthony Edwards last week, and I felt like it was just good that we have to bring up Karl Anthony Towns. He's definitely one of the better players, centers in the league. He's definitely, he's definitely top 5, maybe arguably top 3. You know, if you're talking about Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, and of course, you know, them two you can flip back and forth between first and second, and then maybe Karl Anthony Towns at 3, right? Karl Anthony Towns is definitely more like Jokic in the fact that he's definitely offensive heavy. He's not known for his defense at all, whereas Joel Embiid is more of a two-way player. But at the same time, we know this is an offensive heavy league, and if you can put up buckets, then you definitely will be considered be one of the better players in the league, and he definitely can. At 6'11", he's called an inside-out scorer, which is extremely rare build. And obviously, when we look at him, you're going to see some things that's pretty weird here. Like, for instance, you're going to see that he has a 90 standing dunk with a 75 driving dunk, which in my opinion at 6'11" is ridiculous. To have a 75 driving dunk, that just shows you his athletic ability. And in a ridiculous 85 driving layup. To me, like I said, him finishing at the basket, what makes him really, really difficult to guard, because he can face up and blow by you and literally can finish at the rim. And then, of course, he's going to have a 96 close shot. He has an average 75 mid-range, but a ridiculous, elite 88 3 ball. So you can't ask for anything better than that. And then, of course, you're going to look at the post hook and the post fade. Like I said, he has it all. The post control, all 3 of these he has locked up. He's really good there. And then when you look here at the ball handling, that type of stuff, there's nothing really big here. But then on the defensive side, again, he's not known for his defense. Just a 69 interior, 50 perimeter, 42 steal. He has an average block, below average offensive rebound, and then above average defensive. So as you can tell, he's definitely offensive heavy like I spoke about earlier. And then when you look at the badges, they're going to simulate the same thing. Really, really good around the basket with some post moves, as you see with Grace under pressure, post spin technician, rise up, back down punisher, dream stake. I mean, you name it, he has it. The shooting aspect is going to be really good also. Great catch and shoot, green machine, set shooter, blinders, hot zone hunter. Limitless spot up is ridiculous to think about. He has everything basically there. And then, of course, we look at the defensive side, box, brick wall, and then these are more so, just like I said, these are cosmetic type things. And the really ones that really matter, he only has that bronze with rebound chaser, chase down artist, and worm. So again, this is going to be pretty fun and exciting to try to make. I'm going to make 2 different versions for you. So let's head over to the My Player Builder right now and make the only Karl Anthony Towns. All right, so now my nephews and nieces, what we're going to be doing here is be making the center version of Karl Anthony Towns that is going to have the shades of at the top. So we're going to go, obviously, he's a center. He's right-handed. He's number 32. We're going to go with the mostly shooting and a little bit of finishing. And the biggest reason why is because for him to have an 88 3 ball, we're going to try our best to be able to, you know, give him a high enough shooting that makes sense. So we're going to go with this version. Then, of course, you want to go speed invert. It just makes sense to go speed invert because, obviously, when it translates to park, this is the best pie chart for a center build. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to max out everything here just because, you know, Karl Anthony Towns is really good at the finishing, as you saw when we went over his roster stats. Then we're going to max out the mid-range and three-point shot. Then we're going 84 on the post fade. Now we're going to go ahead and just max out the post control. That's all we can really afford right now with this. And then we're going to go ahead and go 63 on the interior defense, max out the block and the defensive rebound, and then the remaining left for the offensive. So what you're looking at is 23, 16, 1, and 2. Obviously, if we made this at a power forward position, we'll be able to get more playmaking and defensive badges. but at the same time, since we're trying to get his name at the top, we are going to go with, you know, the center version. Like, you know, center builds just don't get the same amount of love as a power forward build, but this is what we're left with if we want to get his name and make his name shades of at the top. So what we're going to do here with our body type is we're all going to go build because we're going to lower his weight. He is 6'11", but we're going to drop our drop another inch below and go 6'10". I always like to go a little inch below just to try to squeeze out some better attributes. And then the weight, we're going to drop it all the way down to 200 because we want to be as fast, as quick as we possibly can. And then, of course, you always want to max out your wingspan, okay? So now let's talk about a few things here. You do get a +8 to your physicals. You get a +4 from 95 to 99 overall. And then you get the other +4 by doing either of these three things. Either A, going into my career, you do want to play every single game until you become a starter. And then once you become a starter, you can sim out the rest of the regular season. You do need to play every single playoff game. And then, of course, win the championship. And you have the Gym Rat badge. Then you have option B, which is basically go to the Gatorade facility, talk to the guy at the entrance. He'll give you a quest and say, hit level 40 in whatever season you're currently in. So if you hit level 40 in season 6, you will get the Gym Rat badge. Or you have option C, which is just go to the Gatorade facility and do your workouts every 7 days, okay? Now, the 78 speed is really dope. You're also gonna get a 76 acceleration with an 86 vert. So this is definitely right in line with Karl Towns. And then when you look at the finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense/rebound, you get a +4 here. And a lot of these attributes are going to hit right in line with Karl Towns on the finishing. So you get a 99 close shot, which he had a 95. And then you're going to get that 75 driving layup, which he had an 88. We ain't going to hit that. He had a 75 driving dunk. We actually get a 77 there. He had a 95 standing dunk. You're going to go ahead and we're going to get a 92 standing dunk. Then you have a 91 post hook, which is above his 85 he had. So again, you're right in line, kind of right in that area where he's at. The biggest thing here when it comes to the shooting is that we're not going to be able to get that high 3-ball that we wanted, but trust me, a 74 3-ball is more than enough to be able to hit, especially when you're talking about a 6'10 build. You get that 86 post fade, and you do get a 76 mid-range. So this build is definitely going to be able to shoot, post hook, get standing contact dunks, post fade, and then of course on the playmaking, you have an 82 post control, and so that kind of rounds out all the ability that you can do with this build. Like I said, you can go on the post, you can spot up shoot, you can post fade, you can post hook, and then you can paint match and get standing contact dunks. You do get big man contact dunks with this build. And then defensively, like I said, he had nothing really stood out with him other than the block and the defensive rebound. So that's what he has. You know, he only has a 59 interior defense, but he does have an 83 block, which is higher than what he had, and the 82 defensive rebound, which is really solid also for this build. And then what we're going to do here, you have options between post and sharp take. But again, I think it makes more sense just to go with the post takeover. So that's what I'll go with. And then here you have my nephews and nieces. We have what is called a finisher build that has Karl Towns at the top. Now, we're not going to go over the badges because we are going to look at another version of this build. So let's just head over there right now and look at the second version. All right, my nephews and nieces, so now let's look at this second version. The second version is basically, usually I try to make a build that be like, hey, this is like a, you know, a better version that you can make without worrying about the shades of, and, you know, just be able to use in the park. But what I want to do is kind of change it up just a little bit. He was called an inside-out scorer, and I thought it would be pretty dope to show you how you can make the inside-out scorer build that like he is. So again, we're going to go center because he's a center. He's right-handed, number 32. The only way you can get the inside-out score name is going to have to go with the pure shooting. So that's what we're going to do here. And then what we're going to do is still go speed and vert. And then what you want to do here is max out that close shot, go 40 on the driving layup, max out everything else right here. And then you want to go ahead and go 78 on the mid-range, max out the three-point shot, and then go 78 on the post fade, okay? Then we're going to max out the post control. Then we'll go ahead and go 71 on the interior defense. Max out the block, the offensive and defensive rebound. So what you're looking at is 11, 17, 1, and 6. Again, this doesn't look like the best, but if you make this the same exact build at the power forward spot, you will get more badge upgrades, okay? So again, we're just sacrificing because we are making it a center build because that's what Karl Towns is. Then we're gonna go body type, we'll go build. This time, instead of going like 6'10", we're gonna have to stay 7 feet to get the name. So you gotta go 7 feet here. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get our weight all the way down to 211 pounds. Then we're gonna go ahead and get our wingspan and max it all the way out to 94, okay? So same thing, get the +8 to your physicals. We have a 71 speed, you have a 69 acceleration with a 71 vert. So none of that really shines here because obviously you are pure green. But you do get an 88 close shot, You get a 79 standing dunk. You still get a solid 85 post hook, 79 mid-range shot with an 82 three ball with an 81 post fade. So you can see how this build will be able to consider an inside out, because now you have an 82 three ball here at 7 feet. You got an 82 post control. You do get a 67 interior defense. 84 block is solid as crap, when especially when you're talking about pure green pie chart here. 67 offensive rebound and a solid 85 defensive rebound, which is really dope. And then, of course, you have a lot of choices here. But once again, we want to go with that post takeover, just because as a center, you just want to be able to have that advantage there. So let's go there with that post take. And then here you have it, my nephews and nieces. We have an inside out score. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, obviously, you know, Karl Towns is one of the up-and-coming centers, superstars in the game. So if you enjoyed the video, all I ask is just please drop a like. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. And as usual, your favorite old head, Uncle Demi, I'll be back really, really soon with the banger, man. And you know, when I say I'll be back soon with the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.